Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 131st episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, and to start off, according to a new report, a Taiwanese chip contractor by the name of Chipbond has apparently been selected to produce a number of components for the forthcoming iPhone 5S, including chips for a fingerprint scanner and NFC or near-field communication functionality. And the article also proposes that the alleged fingerprint scanner will also serve as a safeguard to enhance the security of NFC features, such as mobile credit card payments. And although seemingly far-fetched, rumors of fingerprint sensing and scanning technology for the iPhone have grown increasingly more common since Apple's acquisition of Authentic last year, which, as some of you may already know, is a mobile security firm specializing in biometrics. Moreover, it's rumored that the firm will discontinue support for existing fingerprint scanning products later this year, presumably to focus on Apple and their mobile products. Alright, next up, let's discuss the Samsung Galaxy S4, which I'm sure as many of you may already know, is the successor to the wildly popular Samsung Galaxy S3, which has been viewed in the eyes of many as the only real competitor to Apple's iPhone and the most successful Android-based phone on the market to date. And while the Galaxy S4 was announced yesterday during a press conference in New York City, a previous report had stated that the Galaxy S4 will unfortunately lack eye-scrolling technology, which has been rumored to be included in the device for quite some time now. Also in the rumor, Bloomberg suggested that while the international version of the Galaxy S4 will indeed sport an 8-core processor, the models intended for release in the United States will unfortunately be powered by a quad-core Snapdragon processor, most likely because of its integrated LTE capabilities. And that rumor turned out to be 100% accurate. When Samsung unveiled the Galaxy S4 last night, they also revealed that it will be powered by Android 4.2.2, which as of right now is the latest version of Android, and that it will be scheduled to launch on 327 carriers in 155 countries within the foreseeable future. The device will be available sometime before the end of April. Additionally, the Samsung Galaxy S4 boasts some impressive hardware, featuring a 5-inch Super AMOLED 1920 by 1080 display with a pixel density of 441 pixels per inch, 2 GB of RAM, and a 13 megapixel camera. And like I was saying before, international versions of the Galaxy S4 will include an 8-core processor, while models intended for release on US carriers will be powered by a quad-core Snapdragon processor. And Samsung has also managed to cram a slew of unique features into the latest version of TouchWiz for the S4, including, but not limited to, Smart Pause, Smart Scroll, and Air View. Now, if you guys want more details on the S4 and some of its software-based features, just be sure to check out the post that I'll have linked to down below in the more info. But I still want to discuss the S4 to an extent. Now, a lot of people were actually disappointed with Samsung's unveiling event because it seems that the S4 is like the iPhone 4S was to the iPhone 4, just a minor upgrade. And of course, what the majority of people haven't realized yet is that innovation can only be innovation to a certain extent. So yes, offering upgraded components is definitely innovating, but it's not innovating to the extent that we saw these companies innovate at previously when they were first introducing these devices or when they were first introducing the major upgrades to these devices. And there's also a point where these upgrades stop becoming revolutionary and they just start becoming evolutionary, meaning that no real new technology is introduced, simply upgrades. Of course, both Apple and Samsung will revolutionize sometime in the future, but for now, it seems that we're just looking at evolutionary updates. And of course, with that said, things like biometric fingerprint scanning technology and advanced NFC implementation will likely be viewed as revolutionary because we haven't really seen them widely adopted in the mainstream market yet. Alright, now moving back to the iPhone. With Apple expected to unveil the next generation iPhone sometime within the late summer to fall timeframe, there's no shortage of rumors related to the upcoming iPhone. Today, a KGI securities analyst reiterated reports of Apple launching a low-cost iPhone alongside full-cost models later this year. The low-cost iPhone will allegedly be available in a range of colors, similar to Apple's iPod Touch and Nano models. Moreover, the analyst expects that the cheaper iPhone will have a, quote, super thin plastic casing mixed with glass fiber. This combination will allow the material to be stronger than the traditional plastic smartphone casing, while also being both thinner and lighter. The entry-level iPhone's plastic glass fiber hybrid casing will supposedly measure between 0.4 and 0.6 millimeters thin. So of course, as of now, we're not entirely sure whether Apple will indeed launch a cheaper iPhone alongside the next generation iPhone. That's still to be determined, but just be sure to stay tuned. I'll keep you guys completely updated in this series Best Tech Info and Rumors on Best Tech Info and just on my YouTube channel in general. And finally, earlier this week, Apple published 2 new iPhone 5 TV ads. So if you guys are interested in those, I'll have a link to an article on my site down below in the more info that has both of those ads embedded. And they're very similar to the 2 previous 4th generation iPad and iPad mini ads that Apple recently released. They appear to be from the same ad campaign. Alright, and that's it for today's episode. Don't forget you can enter to win in my $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Just be sure to leave a relevant comment down below in the comment section and rate this video up. Also hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos. And for the question of the day, let me know in the comment section or on Best Tech Info. Will you guys stick with Apple and the iPhone, or will you go with Samsung and their new Galaxy S4 smartphone? Which one is more appealing to you and why? Just anything you have related to the 2 phones you can leave in the comments. Don't forget to be updated more often. Just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.